So it's not often I get to make a video Saturday morning ahead of a Barrie Colts game. Of course, Barrie ready to take on the Oshawa Generals tonight. It's going to be a huge matchup in the Eastern Conference after the Colts lost a late one last night against the Brampton Steelheads, while Oshawa winning on the road in a shootout. So the two contenders in the Eastern Conference go head to head, and of course, puck drop will be at 7:30. Gene and I will have the call on Rogers TV. I can't wait to call this one. It's going to be a ton of fun. Now, the reason for this video, we've got some news items to talk about, and if you're a fan of the London Knights, you got to be pretty happy right now, as the big news yesterday, as Kasper Halttunen has been assigned to the London Knights by the San Jose Sharks. Halttunen, he was a second-round pick of the Sharks in 2023, and he started this season with the San Jose Barracuda of the American Hockey League, and he played in 6 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. So for the San Jose organization, feeling that Halttunen would better develop at the OHL level for this season, and he is joining a red-hot London Knights team. So the Western Conference teams not too excited this morning with the news about Halttunen arriving back in London, as he's going to be a big piece. Of course, he is the second import player on the roster for the London Knights. He joins Jesse Nurmi, who's the other import on the team, and boy, oh boy, the London Knights, they're rolling right now. Kind of what we expected. We thought the London Knights would be a contender in the West yet again, and Halttunen is just going to add to it. Also to note, last night, of course, the London Knights earning the win over the Sarnia Sting, and in that win, Easton Cowan posting another goal, 2 goals rather, extending his regular season point streak to 50 games. It's been unreal what Easton Cowan has been able to do. Of course, he's a Toronto Maple Leafs prospect, and right now he is 5 games away from catching Doug Gilmour, who has the all-time OHL point streak record. So Easton Cowan catching another Toronto Maple Leafs legend, and it's some exciting times. And I know for Easton Cowan, there's been a couple of games where he needed a goal late. It was in Owen Sound where he needed to score the overtime winner to keep that point streak alive. So he's finding ways to get goals, getting the assists, more so goals. Easton Cowan has been lighting the lamp quite a bit for the Knights, who are right now on a 10-game winning streak. And I just wanted to break down this winning streak. It's the second 10-game winning streak we've seen this season. The other streak was done by the Kitchener Rangers. Their streak ended at 10 games, but the London Knights looking to extend it even further. This winning streak dates back to October 20th. That's when it got started with a win at home against the Erie Otters. That was a 3-1 victory. Along the way, they've earned wins against Brantford, Saginaw, 2 against Sarnia, 2 wins against Sault Ste. Marie, 1 in London, the other up in the Sioux. They've gotten an overtime win against the Owen Sound Attack. They've defeated North Bay at home. The one that stands out as an anomaly is the win in Guelph. It was an 8-7 final. A win's a win, but that game not very London Knight-like, as London typically, we don't see them give up that many goals in a game, but still, that was the 9th win of the winning streak, and then last night defeating the Sarnia Sting 5-3. And I wanted to break down how we got here with this winning streak for the London Knights, looking at the top 10 scorers over the last 10 games, and it's Sam Dickinson who leads the way. 6 goals, 15 assists, the defenseman. He has been lights out for the London Knights, of course, another San Jose Sharks prospect, so San Jose fans must be pretty excited with prospects coming out of London. But it's Sam Dickinson who's leading the way on this 10-game winning streak. I was a little surprised by it because I would have thought maybe Easton Cowan would have been at the top, but no, it's Dickinson, 6 goals, 15 assists. Easton Cowan, though, 10 goals, 4 assists over the last 10 games, so he is getting the job done. Denver Barkey, he's been heating up recently on this winning streak with a goal and 12 assists. We have William Nickel. He has 3 goals, 9 assists over this winning streak. Henry Brustevich, he's been getting the job done, 4 goals, 5 assists. Evan Van Gorp, he was quite the surprise last season. His determination forced his way on the Knights lineup in the second half of the season, and this year he's continuing where he left off. 3 goals, 5 assists over this winning streak. Really impressed by Evan Van Gorp. Then you have Oliver Bonk in 7th with a goal and 7 assists. Landon Sim, 5 goals, 2 assists during the winning streak. But remember, Landon Sim right now serving that 5-game suspension for the comment he made in the game up in Sault Ste. Marie. He called someone a Mennonite in that hockey game. So that's why he's out for 5 games. He's already served 3 of the 5, but still, he is 8th in scoring when it comes to this current 10-game winning streak for the London Knights. Also on the point streak, Jacob Julian, he has 4 goals, 3 assists, and Sam O'Reilly rounds out the top 10 in scoring on this 10-game winning streak with 2 goals and 5 assists. So you are seeing the usual suspects, but it is nice to see players like Van Gorp contributing. Also, Sam O'Reilly, he's contributing too. So it's kind of spread out with the goal scoring, although Sam Dickinson really standing out with the points over this 10-game winning streak. When you look at the goaltenders, Austin Elliott leads the way. He is 6-0. He has yet to lose a game since coming over to the London Knights. Of course, he was picked up off waivers by the Barrie Colts and then traded to the London Knights. He was playing in the Western Hockey League with the Saskatoon Blades, and he's fit in quite nicely with the Knights with that 6-0 record, although his save percentage so far is .884. What really hurt was that game against the Guelph Storm, where he got the win in the 8-7 victory, but he had a .731 save percentage, so really dropping his stats over the 6 games he's appeared in. And then Alexei Medvedev, he's been pretty solid as well for London, the rookie goaltender. He is 4-0 during this winning streak, and he has a .937 save percentage, so not too shabby here for the Knights. But going forward for London, they are in Guelph tonight, so a rematch of last weekend's game. I don't think it's going to be an 8-7 final tonight. That's my hunch, but we'll have to wait and see. And then the big game is on Tuesday night at the Odd. The London Knights and the Kitchener Rangers, the top 2 teams right now in the Midwest Division. This is going to be their first meeting of the 2024-25 season. So we're going to get a real taste of what these 2 teams are capable of, because Kitchener, they got another win last night. They seem to be getting things back on track, but that's going to be a huge test Tuesday for both organizations, trying to show who is the top dog in the Midwest Division. And then after that, the Knights on Friday, November 22nd, they're home to the Owen Sound Attack. On the 23rd, they visit the Saginaw Spirit. And to round out the rest of the month, they have games against Ottawa, Peterborough, and Kingston. So it looks as though the Knights could go past the 10-game winning streak mark, but they've got some big challenges in the forecast when it comes to their regular season schedule. Now, I also wanted to take note of a team in the Eastern Conference that has many people by surprise right now. There is a new team in first place as of this morning at the time of recording. It's the Kingston Frontenacs. They're right now riding a 4-game winning streak. They had a commanding win last night at home against the Owen Sound Attack. And for Kingston, no one really considered them to be a contender in the East Division. Everyone was focused on the Oshawa Generals and the Brantford Bulldogs. During the season preview, I kind of said that Kingston might be a bit of a dark horse, and I didn't realize they were going to sit first place in the division at this point in the regular season. It's nice to see, and what's also surprising is that they're first in goals for in the OHL with 90. The next team after them, the Windsor Spitfires, with 88 goals for. Their goals against, though, not too bad. It's at 62 right now, so they have a goal differential of 28 right now in the positive. Their last 10 games, 8-2, and their power play and penalty kills. Specialty teams looking really strong right now. Their power play at 27.5% and their penalty kill at 85.1%. So I might have to do a video taking a deeper look at the Kingston Frontenacs, as they've been a pleasant surprise to start this regular season. I know for a lot of people, they don't typically think about Kingston because this is an organization that hasn't had many deep runs. They had a conference finals appearance about 5 or so years ago when they played against the Hamilton Bulldogs. But outside of that, this organization has never been to an OHL final. And you have to go back 100 years to be the last time this team, as the Frontenacs, won a championship. Obviously, that organization not tied to the one today. But for the city of Kingston, when it comes to hockey championships, not a lot to look at. So it's great to see Kingston on this run. Hopefully they can continue it, and we'll have to wait and see where it goes from here. So that's how I see it from the booth. I know it's a lot of London Knights news right now, but you got to be impressed with what this Knights team is able to do. Or if you're not a fan of the London Knights, I'm sure this just adds a little more frustration as this Knights team continues to find ways to stay competitive in the Ontario Hockey League. So again, thank you very much for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Talk to you again soon.